Okay, so here's an example of a schedule that operates on a 7-day cycle. Um, and you can just kind of see, uh, they've got classes here that are at different times on different days. And then there are some days where, or at least there's one day in the 7-day cycle where that class doesn't meet at all. So, like concert band on day 6, concert band doesn't meet. Same thing for no, guitar doesn't meet on the 7th day. Production doesn't meet on the 5th day. So this is an example of a class. There's many schedules that kind of look like this, or alternatives of this. So we're going to talk about how to set this up in Lesson Launchpad. So in Lesson Launchpad, first of all, you would go to Settings. And right here, does your school use a non-traditional day or weekly cycle? The answer is yes. And then this next question, does your schedule use a daily or weekly cycle? You're going to put daily. And then how many days? 7 days. Now, you'll notice this current day right here probably defaults to day A for you. This is the day that Lesson Launchpad is currently using to run its automations. Lesson Launchpad will automatically try to change this for you each day you use it. So tomorrow when I look at Lesson Launchpad, this will have changed to day B because I've got this automatic thing turned on. So you can manually set what day you're on right there. That's important, especially if you haven't started school and you're setting this up, because you've got to basically reset it on the first day of school to whatever day you're supposed to be on. So that's that. Also, you'll notice Lesson Launchpad currently uses day A, B, C, D, E, whereas this schedule shows day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. At some point, I'm going to add a setting to where you can change that over to use numbers instead of the letters. But for now, you just have to make it work with the letters. And then right here, do you need different times for the same class? The answer is yes, because concert band meets at starts at 7:58 on this day, and then on day 2 it's 8:57. So yes, we definitely need different times. So we're going to click Save Settings, and now we're going to go through a very quick process of just setting up a few of these classes. So let's start with concert band. So concert band, and I don't know, we'll just call it con for now. These options you can decide, they're not really relevant to this video. Other than active here, obviously the class needs to be active, which basically means yes, this class exists and I'm using this class is doing things and I need it. If you unset this from active, it won't appear in your drop down over here. Nothing's there right now because I haven't created any classes, but you'll see this new class over there in just a second. So back to the schedule, we see that yes, it meets on day 1, so day A, and the start time is 7:58. Now, the start time for this class is 7:58. However, really, the class starts coming in, or the students start coming in, it looks like probably it's 7:55 because that's when they leave this homeroom. So really, I probably want to set the start time for this class to be 7:55 because Lesson Launchpad is going to automatically change classes for you at that time. So concert band, we're on day A, and I'm going to do 7:55 as my start time. I'm going to go ahead and click Apply to All, and you'll see that that's going to apply that same start time to every single day, and that's just going to make it easier for us to change some of these other start times because at least half the days are 7:55. So now, if you look at day 2, this class meets at 8:57. Same thing here. We probably want the start time to actually be 8:54. Now, you could have the previous class stay up for an extra minute. So to do that, you would just do 8:55. It's however you want to do it, but that is that. So I'm going to choose 8:54 just to be consistent here. 8:54. And then we're going to go to day C. And then let me go back over here and make sure. Yep, so 7:55 on day C. And then we're going to go back to that, and then day 6 is going to be not active. So let's go back over here, and we're already on 7:55 there. Let's go to day D. What was it? I forgot already. 8:54. So day D is going to be 8:54. Day E, I believe, was 7:55. And then this is the spot where it changes. Day F, the class didn't meet, right? So A, B, C, D, E, F. Class, or day 6, concert band doesn't meet at all. So we need to uncheck the active box right here. And it still shows the start time, but it's not going to do anything because the class isn't active on that day. And then I believe day G was back to, or still at 7:55. So let's just confirm that, and that's good. So just to review right quick, day A, 7:55 start time. Day B, 8:54 start time. Day C, back to 7:55. Day D, 8:54. Day E, 7:55. Day F, it's not meeting at all. It's not active. Day G, 7:55. So we're going to click Save. Class saved, and now we see our concert band class beats A, B, C, D, E, not F, and G. And then there are 2 different start times that we have for that class. So let's do another class here. Let's see. I think it probably makes sense to just go ahead and do guitar. So guitar, right there. I do not like these little period things that I've chosen, but oh well, you can decide whatever you want to do. Once again, this just depends on what you want to use. If you want the clock on the screen or the scrolling marquee at the top, choose that. We definitely want the class to be active. It is going to be active on day A, and our start time is 8:57, but once again, we probably want it to actually transition to this class at 8:54, so let me do that. 8:54. And then day B, I believe it's just going to be 7:55, correct? Oh, let me go back and do our apply to all, just so we can do less clicks. Yep, and guitar is on day 2, so, yep, cool. So we're on day B, 7:55. Day C, it's 8:54. Day D, it's going to be back at 7:55. Day E, it's going to be back at 8:54, and I believe day F, it's at 7:55, and then I think day G is the day that this class is not active. Let me confirm that. Yes. Yeah, guitar does not meet on day 7 there. So that is the guitar class. Save that. Click OK, and then we can confirm A, B, C, D, E, and then not G, but yes on F, and then our 2 start times, 8:54 and 7:55. So you can see how we could go through the rest of the schedule like this and set up the remaining classes. I'm not going to do that because I think it's pretty clear at this point what needs to happen. So that is a 7-day cycle schedule with different class times and the classes not meeting on every day of the cycle.